Now, any doubts with the homework? So Carl Pearson's, everyone is clear with it? Now put your pens down, be attentive. Complete silence. Now today we take up with Bowleys Method. Not Bowley or Bowley. Bowleys. And not Bowleys, it's Bowleys Method. Now complete silence. Understand the formulas properly. We studied that first characteristic of skewness was mean is not equal to median is not equal to mode. And Q3 minus M second characteristic is not equal to M minus Q. Then I told you Carl Pearson uses first characteristic. So he takes the difference between X bar and mode. X bar minus mode is the formula. Same way, Bowleys uses second characteristic. So difference between these two is skewness. Means absolute measure will be SK is equal to, as I said, difference between these two. So Q3 minus M minus M minus Q1. Did everyone understand this? So Carl Pearson uses first characteristic to find skewness. Bowleys uses second. Carl Pearson also takes the difference between the two measures of central tendency. Bowleys also takes difference between these two. The more the difference, the more is the skewness. Now if you open the brackets here, like suppose I write minus, and if I open the brackets, then Q3 minus M minus M minus minus will become plus Q1. If I write Q3, Q1 together, minus M minus M minus 2M. So if you open this brackets, then the simplified formula is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2M. Any doubts with this? Now relative measure. Absolute measure is skewness and relative measure is coefficient of skewness. What was the formula of range? XH minus XL. Okay? And coefficient of range? XH minus XL upon XH plus XL. So you take this Q3 minus M like XH, and you take this M minus Q1 like XL. So range is like skewness, XH minus XL. Now coefficient of skewness will be like coefficient of range. So XH means Q3 minus M minus XL M minus Q1 upon XH Q3 minus M plus XL M minus Q1. Now again, if you open the brackets of numerator, we already got Q3 plus Q1 minus 2M. If you open the brackets of denominator, then minus M plus M will get cancelled. What will remain is only Q3 minus Q1. So these are the formulas of Bowleys method. Which characteristic does it use? Second. And here your answer will always be between minus 1 and plus 1. Unlike Carl Pearson's, where mode defined minus 1 to 1, but it defined minus 3 to 3. Here always your answer will be between minus 1 and plus 1. Any confusion with these formulas? You already have the space in the summary. I told you to leave half a page. So that is sufficient. Okay? Write it in the summary itself. What are the formulas? So anyone who wants me to explain this again, how is it derived? See, it is very simple to remember the formulas. Okay? If you remember range and coefficient of range, remember this Q3 minus M is like Xh and M minus Q1 is like X. Now again, when to use which formula? We will be normally using the second formula in both the cases. First one we will use only when Q3 minus M and M minus Q1 is directly given in the question. If they say Q3 minus M is 10, M minus Q1 is 8, then only we will use the first formulas. Otherwise, if we are finding Q1, Q3, M, all the three, then we'll always use which formula? Second formula. Okay. So today, one question of discrete I'll take up on the board and one you'll try on your own. Because it's very simple and we have been doing it in Carl Pearson's also. So one question is sufficient for understanding and one you'll try on your own. After you try, solve it on the board also. So look at, here directly look at exercise 5. The point which I want to explain is covered in exercise 5. Then 5.2 you can try on your own. Page 212. Section F. Question 1. Exercise 5. Page 212. Section F. Question 1. Listen everyone. The frequency distribution of number of accidents due to driving for more than prescribed time is given below. Find coefficient of skewness by Bowleys method. Directly coefficient is asked. First of all, in Bowleys method you don't have to verify or check whether mode is defined or indefined, because mode is not used only. Quartiles and median are used. So no need to verify whether mode is defined or indefined. Directly we have to solve the question. Okay? But do you remember the first step or condition when we used to solve median and quartiles? Before solving the question, what was the basic requirement? Yes? Arrange the observations in ascending order. Like here you can see the lowest observation is 0. That will come first. After that 1, then 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 and 4. Got it everyone? So right now arranging the observations in ascending order we get. Now write xi and fi together. Means lowest observation is 0 and what is its frequency? 1. It should not happen that you get observations in ascending order 0, 1, 1.5, then frequency is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 only. Frequency of 0 will remain 1. Got it everyone? Then next observation 1 and its frequency is 2. The next observation 1.5 and its frequency is again 2. The next 2 and its frequency is 1. Then 2.5 and its frequency is 2. Then 3, 3. 3.5, 4. And 4 and 5. Did you all understand this? Anyone having any doubt in it? Now for median and quartiles, here we need to find median and quartiles. For median and quartiles we require only one working CFI. Okay, only one working is required, CFI. Shrimali, how will you find CFI? 0 marks you will get, it stands. After 1? 1, then 1 plus 2, 3, then 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 3, 11 plus 4, 15 plus 5, 20. Did everyone understand this? Any doubts up till here? Now first we'll find median. Okay, that we already studied in the Carl Pearson's also. So for discrete frequency distribution, raise your hand. How will we find median? For discrete, Dima? Means? No, that is already done. Now what is the formula we have to use? You have to write again. No, we don't have to write again. Formula I am asking. Heaven? Value of n plus 1 divided by tooth observation. Okay? Why will keep on writing this again and again? Value of n plus 1 divided by tooth observation. Observation should not become ops. Now value of, yes, now value of, what is n? 20, total of Fi. Value of 20 plus 1 upon tooth observation. Value of 10.5 observation. Now be attentive, raise your hand. Should we expand 10.5 or not? I discussed this in Carl Pearson's also. Raise your hand, not your voice. Should we expand 10.5 or not? Anju, sorry. Firdosh. Silence everyone. Her elder sister is Anju. And she has been my student for the last 5 years. Okay? Just clarifying, I am not imagining anything. So, just clarifying that. And both of them exactly look like Jodwa. So, yes, silence everyone. Yes, Firdosh. Silence. Will we expand or not? No. Why? Yes, what is the number before the decimal? 10. Is 10 present in CFI? So no need to expand, we'll use the shortcut method. What is the CFI just greater than equal to 10.5? 11. So your median is 3. Did everyone understand this? Now same way, raise your hand. What will be the formula for Q1?
Value of n plus 1 upon 4th observation.
Yes, value of 1 into n plus 1 upon 4th observation. So, value of 1 into 20 plus 1 upon 4th observation. Value of 5.25 observation. Now raise your hand. Should we expand or not? Yes, sir? Yes. Why?
Because 5 is given.
Yes. Now what is the number before the decimal? 5. Do we have 5 in CFI?
Yes.
So we have to expand it. Are you able to differentiate? What was the number before the decimal?
10.
10 is not there in CFI, so shortcut, just greater than equal to 10.511, answer is 3. But what is before decimal? 5. And 5 is there in CFI, so we have to expand it. Means value of,
Value of 5th observation plus value of 0.25
plus only 0.25,
plus 0.25
then in bracket,
bracket 6th observation
minus,
minus 5th.
yes, value of 5th observation plus 0.25 in bracket sixth observation minus fifth observation. Did you understand this? 5.25, so before the decimal 5 means fifth observation. After the decimal 0.25, and then after fifth the next is sixth minus fifth. Do you all recollect this? We used to do in chapter 3. Okay. Now, fifth observation is 1.5. Got it everyone? Plus 0.25 and sixth. Fifth is 1.5, sixth is 2. Okay? Sixth observation is 2 minus fifth is 1.5. So 1.5 plus 0.25 into 0.5. So 1.5 plus 0.125, 1.625. Okay, 0.25 into 0.5, 1.125. 1.5 plus 0.125, 1.62. Did everyone understand this? Any doubts? All are clear? Now Q3. Raise your hand. Formula of Q3. Dhruvi?
3 into n plus 1 upon 4 of the.
Yes, now it will be value of 3 into n plus 1 upon 4th observation. Okay, like we did 1 into n plus 1 upon 4th, now 3 into n plus 1 upon 4th. So value of 3 into 20 plus 1 upon 4th observation. So value of, now this comes to 15.75.
Yes.
First you will always solve the bracket. Means first you do 20 plus 1 upon 4, then multiply with 3. So 15.75th observation. Shlok, should we expand it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is the number before the decimal now? 15. And 15 we have in CFN. So we have to expand it. Understood that everyone? So, Krishna, how will we expand it?
Value of 15 observation
Value of 15th observation
plus
plus
0.75
0.75.
observation.
0.75 observation, only 0.75. Don't look at a notebook. Tell me on your own. After 0.75, what will come in bracket?
16 observation.
After 15, 16th observation minus 15. Whenever I ask you, answer it on your own. Is everyone clear with this? 15.75, so 15th observation, then plus 0.75 after 15, 16th minus 15. So value of 15th observation is, what is against 15? 3.5 plus 0.75 bracket. What is 16th after 3.5? 4. After 3.5, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all observations are 4th. Minus 15th is 3.5. So 3.5 plus 0.75 into 0.5. So 3.5 plus 0.375. That is 3.875. Did you understand this? Anyone having any doubt in it? Now we can find J. What is asked? Skewness is asked or directly coefficient is asked? So J is equal to, second formula I told you will use Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. Okay. Now see what we obtained. Q3 3.875 plus Q1 1.625 minus 2 into M 3 upon Q3 3.875 minus Q1 1.625. So 3.875 plus 1.625 5.5
5.0.
minus 3 into 2 is 6. Okay, and upon 3.875 minus 1.625 is 2.25. So minus 0.5 upon 2.25 minus 0.22. Is everyone clear with this? So we will mention at the end thus the skewness is negative. Okay, that will mention at the end thus the skewness is negative. Exercise 5.2, question 1. You'll be doing it on your own. After that, I'll show it on the board. It's easier than this because no expansion is required. All the values you directly get. So it's easier one. Page 206. Exercise 5.2, question 1. From the following frequency distribution of different youngsters exercising in a gymnasium, find coefficient of skewness by Bowleys method and state the type of skewness. Now age market as xi. Again you'll have to arrange it ascending order. So lowest observation is 17, but write its frequency 4 only. Right? Always simultaneously. So 17, 18, then 20, 22, 23, 25, 26 and then 28. Okay? So exactly similar. Start solving on your own. Everyone. In 10 minutes it should be over. Less than 10 minutes. It is a small question. Completed? Check your answers, everyone. Be attentive. Complete silence. See, first of all, when you arrange the observations in ascending order, you will get the lowest observation is 17 and its frequency is 4. Maintain silence and check your answers. Then 18 and 11, 20 and 19. Who's speaking in between? 22 and 9, 23 and 8, 25 and 22, 26 and 7, and 28 and 3. All of you could get this correct?
Yes.
Now if you find the CFIs 4 plus 11, 15 plus 19, 34 plus 9, 43 plus 8, 51 plus 22, 73 plus 7, 80 plus 3, 83. Okay, now median n is 83, so 83 plus 1, 84 divided by 2, 41 observation, 42. 42nd observation, CFI just greater than equal to 42 is 43, so 22 directly, no need to expand it. Same way here, n is 83, so 83 plus 1, 84 divided by 4, 21st observation. CFI just greater than equal to 21 is 34, so 20 is Q1. Able to get it, everyone?
Yes.
Then 3 into again n 83 plus 1 upon 4. So that is 63rd observation. CFI just greater than equal to 63 is 73. So Q3 is 25. Okay, now if you apply the formula, okay, here skewness is also only coefficient. So directly Q3 25 plus Q1 20 minus 2 into M 22 upon Q3 25 minus Q1 20. 1 upon 5, 0.2. Who all have got it correct? So everyone is clear with this question? Now one question will take about continuous frequency distribution. Same exercise, look at question 2. Clear enough? The frequency distribution of paid up share capital out of the issued share capital for 31 manufacturing companies is as follows. Find, and like skewness, here skewness is asked first. SK is to be obtained first. And its coefficient, and like coefficient, by Bowleys method and state the type of skewness. But can you see in the question, it is less than type? Like less than 100, less than 300, 500 up till 1300. Raise your hand. How will you convert it into continuous? Raise your hand. Less than type, how will you convert it into continuous frequency distribution? What others are doing? Chapter 2, 3, 4, 3 chapters are over. How will you convert less than into continuous? Only 2 students know this. Adarshi?
0 to 100, 100 to 300, 300 to 500 to 700, 700 to 900, 900 to 1100, and 1100 to
And frequencies?
will minus x.
Yes. In second chapter itself we studied that you have to start subtracting from highest CFI if you want to convert less than or more than into continuous. First of all, less than 100, so first class will be 0 to 100. Then less than 300, so 100 to 300. Then 300 to 500 up till 1100 to 1300. What is the highest CFI? 31. So frequency 31 minus 27, last frequency. And 27 minus 23. And so on up till 0. Is everyone clear with this? So first we will convert less than into continuous, then only will be able to solve it. So right now converting the given less than type cumulative frequency distribution into continuous frequency distribution, we get. So classes will be 0 to 100, 100 to 300, 300 to 500, 500 to 700, 700 to 900, 900 to 1100, and 1100 to 1300. Is everyone clear with this? Has everyone written the classes? Now frequencies will start subtracting from the highest. So 31 minus 27 is equal to 4. 27 minus 23 is equal to 4. 23 minus 19 is equal to 4. 19 minus 16 is equal to 3. 16 minus 6 is equal to 10. 6 minus 0, 6, and first will remain 0. Did you understand this question, everyone? Now, even for continuous frequency distribution, only one working is needed, that is CFI. So 0 plus 6, 6 plus 10, 16 plus 3, 19 plus 4, 23 plus 4, 27 plus 4, 31. In fact, CFI is also given in the question. Because less than type was there, so what is given in the question is CFI itself. Is everyone clear with it? Now sync continuous frequency distribution, median's first step. Directly, 3 steps are there. Value. You have done the homework of calculation scale defined mode. Median was to be obtained in them. So n plus 1 by 2 we will do. Mayur?
Sir, value of n by 2.
Only n by 2, write this 100 times. That in continuous frequency distribution, we don't have to do n plus 1 by 2, we have to do n by 2. Okay, I want this 100 times tomorrow. Yes, Mayur, n by 2,
N by 2 is the observation.
that is
15.5.
yes, n is total of frequency 31, so now 31 by 2, 15.5. Kushma, next step, sing. After n by 2, 15.5. So tell me, what is that? CFI just greater than equal to 15.5 is equal to 16. Yes, further? So against 16, the median class will be 300 to 500. Yes, now saying what is the formula? L plus n by 2 minus CFI upon Fi into C. Now lower boundary point will be directly 300. Is it inclusive or exclusive? Exclusive, so directly we can take lower boundary point as 300 plus. Now n by 2 we get from the first step 15.5. CFI will take off preceding class, that is 6. Fi will take off same class, that is 10. Class length? What is the class length? 200. 300 to 500, the class length is 200. Correct. Is everyone clear with this? So 300 plus 9.5 upon 10 into 200, 190. 300 plus 190, 490. Did you all understand this? Any doubts until here? Now same way Q1. Raise your hand. What will be the first step for Q1? And anyone else? First step for Q1. Rashmi? 1 into n by 4. Instead of n by 2, you do n by 4. So 31 upon 4. 7.75. Okay, now remaining steps are similar ones. CFI just greater than equal to 7.75. That is also 16. So quartile class will also be 300 to 500. Now Q1 is equal to L plus 1n by 4 minus CFI upon Fi into C. So instead of n by 2 it will become 1n by 4. Okay. Again lower boundary point is 300. 1n by 4 from the first step is 7.75 minus CFI of preceding class is 6. Fi of same class is 10 and to class length is 200. So 300 plus 1.75 upon 10 into 200,
35,
300 plus
335.
35.
Yes.
So 335. Okay, 1.75 into 200 divided by 10 is 35. And exactly same way we'll find Q3. Now what will be the first step for Q3? Instead of 1n by 4, 3n by 4. 3 into 31 by 4. Is it 23.25? Then CFI just greater than equal to 23.25 is 27. And against 27, the class is 900 to 1100. Quartile class is 900 to 1100. Now Q3 is equal to L plus 3n by 4 minus CFI upon Fi into C. So L is 900 plus 3n by 4 from the first step is 23.25 minus CFI of preceding class is 23 upon Fi of same class is 4 into class length of 900 to 1100 is also 200. So 900 plus 0.25 upon 4 into 200, 900 plus 12.5, 912.5. Okay, 0.25 into 200 upon 4 comes to 12.5. So, did everyone understand up there? Yeah? Now in the question, are you asked skewness and coefficient, both or only coefficient? Both are asked. So first we'll obtain skewness, then we'll obtain coefficient. Now, what is the formula of skewness? The first one, only numerator, that is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2n. Q3 we obtained 912.5 plus Q1 we obtained 335 minus 2 into m we obtained 490. So 912.5 plus 335, 1247.5 minus 2 into 490, 980. So 267.5. All of you are clear with this? And then the formula of J. That is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2n upon Q3 minus Q1. Now what can we write in numerator directly? 267.5 because Q3 plus Q1 minus 2n is already obtained. So straight away that 267.5 and denominator Q3 912.5 minus Q1 335. So 267.5 upon 870. Sorry, 577.5. So 0.46. Thus the skewness is positive. So all are clear with this? Continuous also. What are the homeworks? Illustration 12. Illustration 12, 13, 14. Shut up. Exercise 5.2. Question 4. Now I give up. Never stop me when I am giving the homework or else I increase it. Remaining one more question we'll practice for this Bowleys tomorrow, then it is sufficient. After that we'll take up with objective questions. No holiday tomorrow, holiday?